Why is the United Nations at the top of the Deagle Report as far as negative numbers in population change? Now, let's talk about it. This is probably going to be my last post on this platform. Before I get started, I'm going to say this. Whatever you do over the course of the next 6 months, be sure to spend time with your loved ones. This is probably some of the saddest information that I have to bring you. I love doing my research, and you all know I'm usually on different topics. But I did my research on this one, and spend time with your loved ones. Now, let's talk about it. What I have here is the Deagle forecast for 2025. It shows that America is set to go from 316 million to a drop of 99 million between 2017 and 2025. A total plunge of about 68.5% of the population. And this is where it gets sad. I want to show you the math. So we're going to do this in real time. The current population of the United States is 332,915,073. Pay attention. We're going to see what 68.5% of 333 million is. All right. That'll give us 228,105,000. I want you to keep up. Now, how many Americans are vaccinated? Let's go into USA Facts. Right. Listen, overall, 230 million, or 70% of the population, are considered fully vaccinated. So is it a coincidence that I can take 332 million, the population of the United States, and multiply it by 70%, and it comes out to 229 million? 230 million is the estimated loss that we are supposed to take over the course of the next year and a half. Those of you that drank the Kool-Aid, you might be in trouble. And that's still not the worst part. Let me show you the most amazing part of the Deagle Report, which is ultimately the saddest part of the Deagle Report, because those Asians set us up for failure. If you pay attention, you'll see that all of these countries here, with the highest population change negatively, all of those with the highest mortality rate are a part of the United Nations. Pay attention, people. Y'all remember when Trump said that it was China that did this? Well, let me show you what China did. Let's go and look at the casualties over the next year and a half that BRICS is supposed to take. Let's start with Brazil. BRICS. B, Brazil. Brazil is supposed to grow 1.4% over the next year and a half. Let's move on up to Russia. Russia is only due to lose 0.5% of its population. Here, let me show you the United States again. We are due to lose 68.5% of our population in the next year and a half. Let's get back to it. Back to BRICS. India. India in the next year and a half is to see a 4.8% increase in population. You keeping up yet? China, with a whopping 1.38 billion people, is only set to lose 1.6% of its population over the course of the next year and a half. Now, South Africa, this finishes up your BRICS, this is your S, is only supposed to lose 5.5% of their population over the course of the next year and a half. I wonder why. Do you think it's just a coincidence that the United Nation countries are set to lose the most people over the course of the next year and a half. Maybe that's just a coincidence that the entire United Nations is at the top of the list, with the United States, the United Kingdom, and Ireland leading the way. But ask yourself this: what's the chances of the Deagle Report putting out a population change in 2017 that matches perfectly within 1% of the amount of people who drank the Kool-Aid? Maybe that's just a coincidence that, I urge you to spend as much time as you can with your loved ones. When they say that we had a dark winter coming, this is the dark winter that's coming. China has attacked America with bioweapons. And this bioweapon is what you call COVID. And the American presidential administration, all the way back from Barack to Trump to Biden, all has something to do with this. Babylon has fallen. And sometime soon, the Americans on this soil will have to fight to keep this soil. I don't usually put out work. Most people like to call me a false prophet, and I never like to prophesy anything. This isn't even a prophecy. I used to have the thought of I had the thought of if it could happen. There is no more thought of if. The thought now is when. And if you haven't prepared yourself, then you will be left behind. We are looking at some dark days coming. The 5G technology, what they put inside of some of these people, might just be the demise of some of these people. And I believe what we're going to see is respiratory illness like no other. I believe that people are going to start passing from what looks to be pneumonia, oxygen starvation of the body. But after doing more research, I understand that there is a 5G millimeter wave that can starve the body of oxygen. And if you starve the body of oxygen, the body no longer lives. Give everyone that you love more love right now than you've ever given before. If you have issues with sisters, brothers, parents, friends, fix them. You have about a year and a half left with most of these people. And it sounds bad to say this, but there's no way the government can put out a report like this accurate, that matches certain numbers. Well, the numbers of those who drank the Kool-Aid. And for those of you that drank the Kool-Aid, the best thing that you can do right now is detox, metal detox, nano detox, detox. Because I've come to the conclusion that one of two things is going to happen. Either the ones that drank the Kool-Aid will meet their demise, or the ones that didn't drink the Kool-Aid will meet their demise. But looking at the numbers and doing the math that the government put out, it matches exactly to those who drank the Kool-Aid. Godspeed. God be with you all. Remember, I love you all. And I know that this post is probably going to get flagged. Get with your family. Make peace with your loved ones. Forgive yourself for what it is that you've done throughout this lifetime. And understand, it's no longer when it's going to happen or if it's going to happen. It's when. And I believe that dark winter will be this winter. America, prepare for the fall. Make sure that your family is ready. Make sure that you have food. And be sure that you love and love some more, because we don't have much time left, especially with those that drank the Kool-Aid. Right now, if you turn on your TV, you'll see that Israel was set to lose 48.3% of its population. You're watching it happen right now. America, Prepare yourself.